What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the ANR Weekly. This is episode 67. We got a great show today, but I can't do the show by myself, so I gotta bring in my buddy. He's somewhere in the multiverse. I don't know what multiverse he's in. I'm in the 616. Let's see what multiverse he's in. My buddy D. What's going on, buddy?
1610, baby.
1610. Oh, why 1610? Because of
Shirt.
Miles?
Yeah, I got the shirt on.
All right, 1610. Look at you, ready to go.
Yeah.
How's it going?
Oh, not bad. It's a Monday, so
Yeah, Mondays are good, right?
yeah, sure.
Mondays are great because it's ANR Weekly Monday. So
Okay, yeah, that's a good way to be positive.
Right?
Let's be positive.
We start the week off with a bang, right?
This is true.
We got a good show today. We're gonna get into a really big, juicy topic. It's the Doctor Strange movie, the Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. We're gonna spoil it for everybody. So if you haven't seen the movie, we're gonna mention this a million times before we get into spoilers. But if you haven't seen the movie, please do us a favor, go watch it, and then come back and listen to our thoughts, whether it be on our podcast platforms or on our YouTube live here. But yeah, go ahead, watch this movie, and then come back and hear our thoughts about it. So we'll mention it multiple times before we get into it. Also, we're going to get into some toy talks today. So just going to have two topics because the movie is quite a big topic to get into, and we want to do justice to it. So two topics. We're going to get into toys in a second here, but like we always do, right? What we watched and what we got. So D, what did you watch and what did you get this week?
What did I watch? Carried on with Young Justice, and I would say these last two episodes redeemed the show, but it's still boring. I can't recommend it to anyone who's not.
Why are you torturing yourself still then?
No, I like it. I just can't in good conscience tell someone to go watch this because it's slow paced. The first few seasons were great, and then this one was a slow burn. And then
is it because of different writers? Like, why such a change?
They're trying to be more dramatic and serious, and like introducing the concept of death and loss, and then political nonsense. Even though
everything that we don't want in an animated superhero show.
Yeah, basically.
Okay, awesome. That's great.
But then and then I'm like, okay, I'm done. And then the last 5 minutes of the episode does something. We're like, well, okay, now I need to see where this is going. So, and then it's picking up pace again. I don't even know how many episodes are in this season. I don't know if it's almost done. But whatever. I throw it on when I have nothing else to watch. And then finishing up Seinfeld. Tried to find a movie to watch, but there was nothing that came to mind other than Doctor Strange.
Yes.
Which we will be talking about, obviously. And then as for stuff I didn't get anything this week except for my my comics, Radiant Black, and caught up on Rogue Sun. And then my retro Spider-Man wave came in, but those are for Ron and Mark. So
okay.
The duplicate. So I was like, I'll help our fellow collectors out.
Yeah, that's awesome.
What about you? What'd you get up to?
Oh, what did I get? Okay, well, it's been a slow week for me in terms of getting stuff, and I'm trying to reduce the collection count every week. But it's
hard, man. It's hard, man.
It is hard. I mean, I'm trying to pick and choose. And I want to see what the chat has to say here. Oh, we have Cowabunga, dude. Yeah.
What's Chris up to? Paintverse. He must be working on something.
In the Paintverse, okay. I'm in the Paintverse. No, remember he's asking when I asked you what universe you're multiverse.
Oh, yeah.
Our friend Chris, who's a little bit of a hiatus, he's like, I'm in the Paintverse. Oh man. He's probably just painting blood on the walls.
Yeah, redecorating.
And Cowabunga dude's here. What's up? What up, dude? What did I watch? Okay, well, I'll go with what I watched first before I talk about what I got.
Yeah.
I watched Better Call Saul. I'm in season 5 now. I've been ripping through these quickly. I'm really enjoying Better Call Saul.
Yeah, you must like it if you're just binging them.
Oh, yeah. I think it gets better every season it goes by. So season 1 is slow. Season 2 is slow. And then it just starts picking up on 3, 4. And then when you hit 5, it's like nitrous kicked in. It's so good. There's so many elements to this. I really, really love this show. I think it's a phenomenal show. I didn't think of it because I walked away from this show after season 2. I was just like, yeah,
Yeah.
it's too boring for me. But then, yeah, if you get through season 1 and 2, then it just like that's awesome. I watched The Mayans, which is a spin-off of Sons of Anarchy, and when I first heard about this spin-off a couple of years ago, I was like, this is bad. It doesn't look. This is a terrible idea. Why are they doing this? But it turns out to be a pretty decent show. It's not the greatest, but it's got some elements. It's pretty good. Yeah, I mean, not bad. And then I watched Superman and Lois. I'm just punishing myself every time I watch this show.
I
I
don't
don't
know. It
know.
sounds like it's picking up. I don't know. Is it? I'm trying to be positive,
Mm,
man.
I'm trying to be positive. You're trying to be positive. I'm trying to be positive to watch this show. Continue to watch this show. I don't know. I'm hoping that they figure it out here because I think they looked at it and said, "Hey, we better, season 2 is good. We better do something better." And I think they try to do too many things. There are
Uh-huh.
too many storylines weaving out of the main one, and I think what that really hurt them in season 3 here. It really hurt them in trying to get the main storyline going forward. So, I mean, sorry, I said season 3 or season 2. I can't even remember what season it is now. Jeez, it's a blur.
They're all blurring together.
Yeah, and then I also watched Atlanta.
Oh yeah.
Uh, Glover is, mwah, he's amazing. I love this dude. He's awesome. I just can't talk enough about this show. I tell everybody about this show. It seems like nobody talks about this show, but it's quite popular
It
because
it, it was so popular originally, and I
but
think it is still popular, but no one's talking about it.
it's the hiatus between season 2 and 3.
Yeah.
It was several years later they made season 3, right? So I think that gap really hurt their ratings. Cowabunga Do says the only new toy I got this week was Lego Razor.
That's a fancy one.
Look at this guy, fancy, huh? Razor Crest. Oh, I
Did you
just got this Razor Crest. That's all. Nothing,
did
no
you
big deal.
did you build it yet though?
Yeah. If you got it, it's great. It's in the box, but I want to see evidence that you actually built it. We need pictures of the Razor Crest, not you.
You just hold it with a thumbs up.
Yeah, I got it here. And then in terms of what I got the Son Goku Kaioken event exclusive color edition. Oof, that's a long line.
Is it slightly
But
red?
uh,
Oh, it's a Super Saiyan God
very,
form.
yeah, very metallic.
Yeah.
So I got this event exclusive. I was stressing out because I'm like, oh, I want this. And I'm like, why are you stressing? I already have the regular version. But then I'm like, no. I want the metallic version. I love it. I love it. And then I ended up getting 2. So I'm going to open one and keep the other one sealed because I love it. So, yeah. But to me, that's the only thing I got this week. I can't remember anything else I got. But yeah, I'm happy to get this. So, yeah, it's cool.
That's good. You found it.
Yes, I'm happy that I have it. I actually forgot about this is coming, and then I got the alert on my phone. It's delivered. Christopher says, I watched the new Doctor Strange with Alvin, and I picked up merely doll heads from the flea market.
I saw like this creepy doll with
Yeah.
his cat in one of his pictures.
Yeah.
Little creepy Chris.
Yeah. Creepy Chris. Yeah, creepy
Like, what
Chris.
is he gonna do with this thing?
We don't want to know what he's going to do with this. Why do you want to ask him that question?
Well, you can't just throw a picture of
Don't
this,
encourage
just,
the man
like,
here.
a haunted doll and then just not be curious about it.
All right, let's get into our first topic, which is a bunch of toy talks. We love this segment. Toy talks. What are we going to start off with?
There's nothing even really came out. So I believe like anyone who missed this.
Oh, yeah. This was crazy. It went viral all over the internet.
Yeah.
Why are people so crazy about this thing? We've already got this figures.
I don't know, like because they were single packed, so now like they're all maybe they missed it. I don't know.
Yeah, but it's not going to be released retail. It's only at the Disney shop.
Yeah, which we don't have here anymore, so it
Yeah.
doesn't matter.
Not even Disney shop. I think it's Epcot.
Oh, it's right in there.
It's an Epcot Center. Yeah, that's it. I don't think it's
Okay.
anywhere else.
Fair enough.
Christopher says they will visit Elvin in his dreams. Oh, you. Oh
Yeah,
God.
probably.
Yeah, probably.
Then what did we
Uh,
get? Oh, we got some third party stuff. So there's this VC Toys box.
this is
Aton
looks so
Custom.
good. Are you getting this?
I don't know, man. Because
It
I
looks so good.
so Legends didn't reveal a Khonshu figure,
Yeah.
and that's what I want as well. This one clear just gives you the head. I might as well just go for a twofer, get him in the suit. The problem is the white fabric.
Yeah, I know. We've been through this with the Mezco.
Yeah.
Oh, your cat's screaming. Is it your cat screaming? It's
Yes.
okay.
It's not, now, I see there's also a bloody one.
Yeah, there's a bloody one. Yeah, yeah.
I think I
So
just like the pristine white.
I think there's like 3 versions of this, right? There's a bloody one. There's a one with the hood without the hood.
Oh yeah, there's the one with the hood. I want the just the suited one without the hood. A clean, nice, clean one.
Christopher says he will be a bath.
Do you think so? Is that confirmed?
No, it hasn't been confirmed. He just
That would be the logical choice.
yeah, that would be, yeah. But do I really? I'm like, I don't even want a Conchu.
Yeah, if you don't want him, then it doesn't matter. Like,
but that head, the one with the glowing eyes here.
yeah.
Oh man, that looks good.
Mr. Knight. What did he say here? I think they're reputable enough where people have gotten their stuff. It's just they don't know when they will get it. So if you pre-order it, whenever it comes out is whenever it comes out.
So the company is not VC Toys, is it?
They are selling it, but it says it's an Aton
Atom Customs, right? I've never heard of them.
No.
But I mean, VC Toys, I've ordered stuff
like
from
they're
them.
Reputable.
Yeah, I've got stuff from them, so I'm pretty happy. And I think you can buy with confidence with these guys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I remember getting stuff from them. I had no issues.
Like they just showed up sometime and it's like, oh, my thing came.
Yeah. Cool. Well, no, I got an email from them saying that it's being shipped. So they're somewhat professional, right? I mean, when you email somebody to let them know that their items on the way, they're organized.
Yeah, okay, that's beautiful then. Like there's some companies where I'm like, hey, do you remember me? Because it's been like 7 months and I haven't heard anything. Are you real? Am I getting my thing? Like, oh, sorry, bro. Like, I'm not gonna throw their name out, but I was dealing with someone.
Yeah.
And I was telling them what I wanted. And like, cool, got it. I'm like, so like, did you jot this down? Like, because I had to make adjustments to the order because they sold the thing and then you tell them the specifics of how you want it. And it's like, they have a website. People have bought off there. They have an Instagram. They are always posting stuff. I'm like, hey, so are you writing this down? Did you save my email? Like, what's going on? Because the first thing I got when I said, hey, are these items shipping? Like, oh, what did you order again? And I'm like, oh my God, I gave you the order number. You should have it. Like,
well, I mean, it's funny you say that because I was dealing with a customizer on Instagram, and 2 years ago I had given this guy money up front to make a couple of things for me, and this person for a whole year kept saying it's delayed because of this and this, and I waited a whole year and heard all kinds of excuses. He's even gone on his live, and when I was on there and I asked him on his live, and he said, here it is, I'm still working on it and I'll definitely give it to you. Don't worry, I haven't forgotten about you. Well, 2 years later, he has completely forgotten about me, and I don't even bother because he just ignores my messages now. I'm not going to out this person because he does make some good stuff and he does sell it to people. I'm not going to out this person, but I was genuinely disappointed that you couldn't at least send my money back and say,
oh, see, that's annoying. Like, hey, so you're not doing this. That's fine.
Yeah. And I paid up. I paid up front. Like I paid up front because I wanted to make sure that he's confident. You know, he's confident that I'm going to pay him because I don't want to be that guy that somebody makes something, spends time doing it, and then you just drag on that payment, right?
Yeah.
So I always pay up front if they allow me to, and then I mean, I don't know. I was kind of disappointed, but
that's
what do you do?
Exactly.
Right? Maybe next year he'll send it to me. Who knows? Oh man! Oh, Christopher asks. He goes, after the finale of Moon Knight, you think we will get a full Legends wave of figures? Alligator Lady Beth. I hope not.
Make sense.
I hope not.
I don't
You
want
want?
that. I don't want that build a figure, but a whole wave of actually thinking about the show. Like there's only really 3 people in that show I like.
Yeah, I don't even like those other people besides Moon Knight, but yeah, there's not much to go on here.
Yeah.
I don't want a Herald figure. I don't care about that.
Like I only like 3 characters, and they're all in the same body. Let's put it that way. So it doesn't.
Oh man.
What else do we got? Oh yeah, the reptilian,
Oh my god, what is this?
the lizard from the Amazing Spider-Man 2. I have no idea.
Oh,
It's
it's
from
like
it's from
is this
Premier Toys.
is this the new Jurassic Park figures?
It looks the part, man. Like they got it. They got it down.
Are you getting this?
No, absolutely not. But
So emphatic there. Huh?
yeah.
Absolutely not. Yeah, I don't even know what to say here to this.
We got this cool thing. I'm not getting it, of course, but like
it's Mickey.
Blitzway,
Well,
Carbonics.
did you mention what the other picture was? Because for our podcast
Oh
listeners.
yeah, I said it's the reptilian, but what it is a third-party lizard from the Amazing Spider-Man.
The
2.
movie, yeah, the movie.
Oh no, 1. Sorry, and I guess they released it due to Far From or No Way Home. They decided to just make this version. Hot Toys might do it. I don't know, but no one's asking for this guy. No one talks about this character.
Nobody does.
No one cares about this dude.
Nope, not at all. And then what is this from? Mickey Mouse from Blitzway?
Yeah. I don't know. Very stylized figure. It looks like a robot Mickey Mouse. That's not meant for my demographic, or it doesn't resonate with me in any way, but some people like this kind of stuff. So
I mean, hardcore Mickey. There's a lot of hardcore Mickey Mouse fans, so
yeah,
they probably like this.
Were you into this?
Oh man, that's a lot right here in one picture. That's a lot of Star Wars.
Star Wars. May the 4th reveals.
Yeah,
you didn't sound enthusiastic about it. Who do you have? Obi-Wan, a stormtrooper.
The reason why I didn't sound enthusiastic about it is you have such a big moment. And May the 4th is huge, right? I mean, everybody talks about May the 4th. Even fans, even people who are not hardcore Star Wars fans know what May the 4th is or why people make the big deal about it on May the 4th. And I just feel like it's a missed opportunity because it's an event and this is what they put out. Like, in fairness, they probably had, they had certain things in the marketing department wants you to put out certain times of the year. I get that, but this is what we got, and I was very disappointed in seeing all this. I was like, "What? I don't."
See, that sucks, but
it's like a vintage. I don't do vintage, so right off the bat, you can take half of this off the screen.
Yeah.
Right, and that's just me. I don't do vintage, so you take that half. Okay, so now you're dealing with some figures that I don't care about. Like the band, that's great. Cool. If people like to put that band together, great. For me, maybe I'll get 1 or 2, but the Leia, I don't care for this Leia. I mean, it's not the Leia that I want. I've already got the Leia that they gave me with the white outfit. I'm happy with that. Another droid, cool. If you love droids, then add it to your list. But I didn't do nothing for me. And then the one thing, which is the weirdest thing that I actually was excited for, is the Darth Vader, the bucket there, right? The helmet.
Yeah.
That was the one thing that I was like, oh, cool, because it's so iconic. Like so many people know this bucket, and I'm like, well, if I'm gonna get one, because I don't own one, if I'm gonna get one, this is the one to get. So yeah, I pre-ordered this. Actually, I already paid it outright at GameStop.
Yeah, I figured they'd have it. This image is from Toy Arc, by the way. I don't want to just use their image without crediting them.
Yeah, sure, fair enough. Yeah.
The bucket helmet. I think I always think these things. It's got the red eyes. Yeah, I always think these things will be popular, and they are sitting there. But I think it's a good centerpiece for your collection, like on top of a Detolf or something.
Well, I've got a sort of a black stereo and cabinet in my theater area.
Yeah,
and this would fit right in because it's got the shine just like my cabinets do. So it's gonna fit right in there.
Like some aesthetics just work.
Yeah,
and I think that's one of them.
So yeah, this is gonna discreetly, and it's gonna be a nice conversation piece, right?
Yeah,
people who are not even fans or slightly are fans are gonna see this and they'll say, "Hey, that looks pretty cool." And so yeah, that's the only thing that I got excited for. But It's yeah, it was a pretty weak. I don't want to say weak. It was a letdown.
A letdown reveal.
Yeah, it was a letdown reveal for me. I there's probably people who love this reveal and are excited for it, and good for them, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, Custom Matthew says, "What's up? What's up, dude? How are you?"
Hey, Maddie. What's going on, man? We're just talking
Okay.
about your favorite Star Wars. This one, I never watched this anime. Fist of the North
Oh,
Star.
I remember playing this video game in the laundromat.
Just like the neon punching.
Yeah. Fist of the North Star. I remember this. Yes.
Well,
Is it Storm Collectibles?
No, it is Medicos. Same kind of. It's the same type of Revel Tech joints where he raises his arm and you can see just like a dumbbell joint, and then his shoulders were just on a separate piece. Like he looks cool in neutral pose, but once you start punching and you see all the exposed joints, you either love it or hate it. I don't mind it.
That is a really tight jeans he's got on there.
That's what you fight in. You throw on some skinny jeans, no shirt, wrap your wrists up, and that's you just go.
I should have been drinking water when you said that. I almost came out. Skinny jeans it is.
Matt liked the reveals.
Matt always likes reveals.
So here's the Storms one.
Oh, another Sub-Zero. We don't have enough.
I thought like
this is his brother, isn't it?
Yeah, because he has the scar. But I thought he was released already, but apparently not.
Probably. At this point, I've kind of lost track of how many Sub-Zeros and Scorpions they release. It's like every other month there's a Sub-Zero Scorpion release, but they somehow can't release any Street Fighter figures. They released 1 million Mortal Kombat figures.
Who was the last one they released? Was it
Zangief, the new updated version of Zangief? Oh, not the updated.
Huge, right? He was gigantic.
Oh, he's massive, but he's just the same Zangief that we got with a little bit of change. It's the Street Fighter 5 versus the Street Fighter 2 version, right?
Yeah,
it's not an all new character. We've already got a Zangief. Let's give us something else.
There's no time. There's no time for that. You got to re-release these.
Balrog, come on, man. Give us. You already have Mike Tyson body. Like, you just make some changes.
Yeah, that's all they needed to do, really. Just make a head sculpt.
Yeah, that's it. I would take that any day of the week. Just give me a head sculpt. Good. Thanks.
And then last but not least is Super 7.
I pre-ordered this.
Did you? I was going to ask, like, did you get this thing?
Yeah, I got 2 of those. Yeah, coming. You want one? You want one, right?
No, I don't want one of these.
Stop lying to me. Stop lying. I got 2.
One single foot. Okay, why? What pulled you in? Are you just getting all this? It
glows in the dark, dude.
Did you get Muckman or whatever?
No, Muck. Of course I got Muckman. He's right there. I got
the
of them.
The Super 7 one or the NECA one?
The NECA one.
Okay.
The glow in the dark one.
That one I figured you got. Are you going to get any other Super 7 turtles, or did you just stick to the main?
I have every one of them.
Oh, you do?
I thought we discussed this.
I thought you just got the main like core characters. I didn't realize you went and got like Baxter Stockman, Bebop, Rocksteady.
No, I have every one of them.
That's disgusting.
Ugh. Why is that disgusting?
I just can't picture like trying to track them down. The fact you have them is great, but like trying to.
Oh no, it was very. So I'm gonna give a shout out to a couple of places that I got them from. Shout out to Toy Snowman, awesome dude, Amir and those guys. They had a bunch of stuff there, and then shout out to Ages 3 and Up, local store that we go to all the time. Great people to deal with. For me to get those stuff, it wasn't that difficult. I was able to get it from those two. 90% of it, I was able to get through those 2 stores.
That's
and then,
good, that's good.
And then Big Bad Toy Store also had a couple of the harder ones to find, especially the exclusive Ralph with the trench coat.
Yeah.
And then,
was that out? That one's out.
Big Bad Toy Store has it.
Okay.
They still have it there.
Like it physically came out though, right? It wasn't a pre-order.
No, it's a pre-order.
Okay.
But it's available still. It's not sold out, because generally the exclusives sell out fast, right? So I pre-ordered that, and then the future ones I've got our buddy Trevor from Toy Crusaders to let me know when this. He's saying they're coming in very soon. The next wave of Super 7, TMNT.
Yeah. He
said they're coming in very soon. The next few weeks, he believes. So he's gonna send me some if he has any available, because he said some of it sold out already. But yeah, I mean, I was kind of afraid to get into it because I was like, am I going to be able to get all of them? Because if I'm not going to be able to get like Shredder or Bebop or Rocksteady, why am I going to do this then, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I was surprised how easy it was for me to get them.
I just needed the four main core dudes just to
I'm
like.
shocked. I'm shocked you didn't get KC.
Yeah, right. I'm okay because I have 2 KCs from the movie line.
Okay.
I don't need another like
It's funny you
Tune
got
One. I don't need a
wait,
Tune One and another like Super Seven one.
your TMNT collection just baffles me.
Yeah, it's so haphazard, right? It's so
It's
all over
so
the place.
like it's crazy. Like you don't want TMNT cartoons,
Hey,
but you
get
have
that out here.
Super 7
Yeah,
cartoons. So it doesn't make any
because
sense.
those look like the toys from the
Okay.
early 90s.
Okay.
I don't know.
Are
I
they
just had to do a judgment call, man. Otherwise, like there'd just be
No, I
overflow
hear you. I
materials.
hear you.
Yeah, it's
It's
hard.
it gets overwhelming at times. Yes, I
Yeah.
hear you. Yeah, it just for me I would have got the NECA 4 at least.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you still have a chance,
I
right?
still have a chance. Toys R Us's price is ridiculous.
Oh
I don't
yeah.
want to. I don't want to indulge them with that
Oh
nonsense.
yeah. D Matthew goes, D is the king of keeping the collection tight. Yeah,
Yeah.
he is. Yeah, he's very he likes to live vicariously through a lot of people.
That's what I do. I live through Elvin and Matt.
Oh, and then he goes, Alvin has and I have
And
zero.
he said he called himself
Oh,
out
okay,
too.
okay. All right. Yeah, I'll give him that. He tends to not say that, so I'm glad he put himself in that too. So he
If
always
I ever feel like I'm gonna cave, I just go look at old pictures of Matt trying to set up his case. Like, no,
yeah,
thank
no.
you, absolutely not. I'm not doing this.
I'm trying to do that right now. It's a horror show for me.
It's looking
Figures.
good. When we saw it last that day, you're making
Yeah,
progress.
but at the top, I had a whole bunch of Dragon Ball figures fall down.
Oh,
I had 4 of them fall down, and one of them broke its leg.
it's that bad.
It went from the top all the way down, man.
Is it carpeted in there?
No, it's hardwood floors.
Hardwood, okay.
Yeah, but the good thing is it's SH figure art, so you just pop it back in, right?
Yeah.
It didn't crack, so. He's like, soon you'll be able to watch me do my.
Oh yeah, go check out Matthews.
Yes, custom by Matthew is gonna do some cool stuff, and you get to see him throw figures against the wall when he has dominoes in his shelf, and he'll swear and
The nicest guy, but if his figures tip over while he's trying to set them up,
why you little?
He turns into a completely different person.
Start choking the figures. Why you little? What else have we got? So are you gonna get this? Because I got 2 of them for us. So I guess you are gonna get this.
Yeah, I don't know why you asked me. Are you gonna get this? Yeah, you're gonna get it.
I'm surprised you didn't get this. It's glow in the dark.
I don't know. Like,
what do you mean you don't know?
Shredder.
Did you not like glow in the dark as a kid? I used to love stuff.
I loved it.
I used to have these dinosaurs.
The Ultimate Towers ones.
I used to go to this pharmacy, which was just down the street from my house, and they had the glow in the dark dinosaurs. And I swear I had all of them, every single one of I collected.
I love those the rubber ones.
I'm getting this Jurassic Park itch right now, and it's not because of the movie. I don't care about the new movies. It's reminding me of my dinosaur collection when I was a kid.
Yeah, I think we all had those.
And I'm kicking myself for not getting into Jurassic Park figures because the Mattel's making some good stuff.
Matt got that cool raptor thing, I think. I don't know what that was about. Like, it was like a third-party raptor, and everyone was losing their mind over it.
Yeah. I thought about getting the Tyrannosaurus Rex with the Jeep 2-pack I saw at Toys R Us.
Yeah.
I was very tempted to picking it.
I wanted the Raptor trio with like blue and then the other 2. I wanted that. I never got it. But like, I think as men, we regress back to our childhood stage of dinosaurs. And wanting a dinosaur.
That's so cool. Dinosaurs are awesome.
Like fangs, tails,
and
legs.
The cool thing about dinosaurs, they were real.
Yeah.
I mean, we say they're real. There's a lot of people that disagree, but they were real.
I mean,
Dino Riders.
Disagree with that, but we won't get into it. Oh, did you ever watch Cadillacs and Dinosaurs?
No, I heard about this.
Yeah, that's what it's like. Boys love dinosaurs. They just market Extreme Dinosaurs, where they tried to copy off the Ninja Turtles.
It's the Matthew goes, it's the Amber collection is rad. I don't like them. What?
I don't know what he's trying to say.
I don't know. The new smaller scale Hammond collection, too much.
Oh, okay. He doesn't like those ones, the
Ah,
smaller
okay,
scale
okay.
ones.
Yeah, no, I don't know. If it drops, it was pretty expensive too. It was like $90 Canadian. I was like, what? $90? I'm not spending that much on a dinosaur and a Jeep.
Like, what shelf would that even go on?
It wouldn't go on a shelf.
See?
Yeah, I'll probably do a movie shelf, right? Where I in my theater area, I'd probably put like movie related figures there. So I've got the Darth Vader helmet, and I'll maybe put the Jurassic Park scene in there.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. If it goes down in price, like if they slash the price, that's the other thing with Toys R Us. They rarely slash prices for cool stuff, right?
They have stupid discounts.
Like I get so annoyed when I see people in the U.S. take pictures of their clearance. Like the figure comes out 2 weeks later, it's on clearance. I was like, what? Like we have figures sitting here for years, and they won't go on clearance. But over there, it's like 2 weeks in, they get clearance, right? Matt said they only make 3.575 inch line, which I don't like. Yeah, no. How many people actually like 3 3/4 inch figures nowadays? Not that many.
I used to love them because I was like, oh, smaller scale, and they're like G.I. Joes, and they can just. I sold all of those. I sold like every single like those Marvel universes.
You're not the only one, man.
Yeah,
you're not the only one.
And every time I go to like fan expo or like those fan toy conventions, there's always one booth with like 400 like Marvel universes, and it's the same ones every year. So they're not selling them. I know for a fact they are.
Should they not pack it up and just let it go? Recycle them, bro. Just recycle them.
Yeah.
Give it to donation.
That was it toy wise that I found. I didn't see anything newsworthy. I'm gonna do some digging for next week, see if there's any like cool third party stuff. If we have another slow week for toys, it would be a good opportunity to shout out to the third party stuff.
Just I mean, we've had a fury of toy reveals in the last few months, so it's nice to get a little bit of a downtime to kind of reflect on what we're getting and what's coming down the next couple of months.
Yeah,
it's good because at this pace, it's hard to keep up, man.
Like it is.
It's just like, oh my god, I got to get this, I got to get that. It's like pre-order this, pre-order that. It's nuts. All right, okay. Well, next week we'll do more toy talks. We continue to do toy talks every week. All right, we're gonna get into our Doctor Strange movie review. It is going to be filled with spoilers, so please, 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 if you have not seen the movie, I'm warning you now. Go away and come back later. We want you to come back. Don't go away forever. Come back later. Or if you're listening to us on their podcast platforms, if you don't want to be spoiled, please go watch the movie and then come back and listen to our review of it. We did a non-spoiler review the day of its release on Thursday, I believe. It was Thursday afternoon.
Me
and you, we went and watched the movie. Our first time going together to watch a movie. It was fun. I enjoyed it. A lot of popcorn. A lot of laughs, a lot of looking at each other going, oh my god, right?
Yeah, that's the fun part.
Yeah. So yeah, we did a non-spoiler one. You guys can watch that if you want to see if it's worth going to the movies for this Marvel adaptation. But here we go. Okay, let's get into it.
For the fifth time, spoilers,
and it's in the description, right? You've put in the description as well.
I will.
Yes, we're gonna put in the description. It's filled with spoilers. The review is gonna be spoilers. Please, please, please. Okay, no angry emails or messages to us.
Yeah.
All right. With that out of the way, shall we begin?
So, Doctor Strange. We've all seen the trailers by now, or the movie. Yes, and I don't know. I'll give a brief rundown of the plot. Doctor Strange is at his ex-girlfriend's wedding, Christine. Was it Christine Palmer, Dr. Palmer, his old colleague, his old flame. And she's moving on with her life, and this is an opportunity for him to do the same. He's no longer Sorcerer Supreme. He was blipped. He lost that role to Wong. So now he's just trying to figure out what to do with his time. He's pretty much the de facto leader of the Avengers now. It wasn't outright spoken, but he's
a senior.
Yeah, he's the senior member. It's just it fell into his lap.
Yeah.
So while he's at this wedding, he sees not Shumagorath because they changed his name for whatever reason.
Oh no,
Chasing.
because Conan, the Conan owners have the right to
Yeah,
Shumagorath.
that's so annoying, and I hate it.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
anyways,
Gargantuous.
yeah, yeah. So I was looking forward to this fight because in the trailer we see it, and I loved it. It turns out this demon is chasing a girl who turns out to be America Chavez. The basically the premise of the movie is trying to figure out why they're after her, and they believed there was a book that could help them defeat all the evil that is coming after them. And America tried to do that with the previous Doctor Strange, a multiverse variant, and he turned on her to save the multiverse. He said she's too dangerous, she can't control her powers, so she basically flees. She ends up in this universe, and that's where her and Doctor Strange encounter each other and embark in this adventure to figure out how to stop the situation or how to help her figure out how to use her powers.
Mm-hmm.
So I won't spoil the whole thing start to finish. Did you think the plot was decent, or did you think it was like a cheesy cop out one? Like what would you even call this?
Okay. Oh, that's a lot to unpack here.
Also, obviously, based on the title, they do travel the multiverse.
let's start with the title.
Okay.
So the title is The Multiverse of Madness. We went in, I think both of us went in with high expectations because of the title. I can't speak for you, but I went in with high expectations for this movie, and I'll be honest with you, I was disappointed. I was disappointed with the lack of a multiverse, considering the title is called Multiverse of Madness. We did get some multiverse. We got to see a little bit of it here and there, but it just, I don't know. For me, it fell short in terms of what I was expecting. I thought what we're gonna get is they're gonna shoo off to these multiple places, and we're gonna see a little bit of these universes, even for a couple of minutes, and we get like a cameo from one character from this universe. Like I really was expecting to see more than what I saw in terms of the cameos that we got. I love the part where they're blasting through the multiple layers. The paint, like Chris was saying, the water world, the dinosaur planet, the bee planets, or the universe. I like that to see that we're going there. But those are like teasers for me. Why are you giving me these teasers? Give me more. I'm here to see this groundbreaking MCU movie that's gonna talk about multiverse and explore the multiverse. And I felt that we didn't get that. So for me, I just felt a little bit. It was, I was
Flat.
fell flat in that aspect, right? Um, yeah, for me, the title really, I had my hopes up too high, I guess, because of the title. So, what do you think of that?
I didn't know what to expect, because I'm had to keep it realistic. Like, there's no way they're gonna show so many universes. I was trying to figure out what the plot would even be based on the villain. I was trying to figure out who the villain would be, why they after Strange. I thought because of the events of No Way Home, he cracked open the multiverse and different characters were still pouring in. Different demons found a way to tear through their realm into ours, and he had to put them back. Like I didn't know what to expect. I still kept my my thought process grounded, but a lot of people hyped themselves up, and they were like, "Oh no, this person's showing up. This is how the mutants are gonna get introduced. We're gonna see the X-Men. I'm like, there is no way they're doing all of that in a 2-hour film. They are not doing that. At best, we'll see maybe like 7 characters max from alternate universes. So I went in expecting that, so I wasn't as disappointed. I thought it would have been a good opportunity, like you, to explore the multiverse more.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you. Like, I wasn't expecting to see a 30 to 40 cameos like everybody was rumoring on the internet prior to the movie dropping. I wasn't expecting that, but I would have loved to see at least a minute here and there explored in these universes.
Yeah.
Right. The one that was a cartoon one that they went through, that would have been so cool if they just touched on that for about 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Right. So for me, I just that would have been really cool to see those things. What do you think about the actors and the choice of the actors? Obviously, we got our returning cast,
Yeah.
but what about
Um.
America Chavez?
So here's like the cast, as you can see, and then I did like the callback to the his surgeon colleague, the one that he didn't get along with in the first movie, and he's at Dr. Palmer's wedding, and he's like, "Oh, you're the best superhero now, aren't you?" And the best surgeon. Like, he was a callback to like their first rivalry. So I
Yeah,
did like him being there. He's a nobody, but I don't care. I wanted to see that. And then so America, this is her in the comics on the right. She's supposed to be a little bit older. My problem with the MCU, and this is they're doing their own thing. This is fine. I know this, but all the characters I like, they're purposely making younger than their comic counterparts, and that's probably for contract purposes.
yeah, oh yeah, 100%.
Like one of
7 year,
the
7 movie deal.
yeah.
That's what they're getting. 7 movie deals.
My problem is they're incompetent. Like, I don't want to see 8-year-old
Yeah,
Billy and what's his face
yeah.
Tommy, Speed and Wiccan on Young Avengers. I just like I want to see this. This isn't Ben 10. I don't want to see these. Like, I want them to be able to like pull off strategy and
Yeah.
logic and all this stuff. Like, Kate Bishop in Hawkeye was ideal for me in this situation. I don't know about her character, but her age I was fine with. I would have preferred a little bit older Chavez, but it's okay. It's nice to give roles out to new talent. Um, Not sure how I felt about how they utilized her.
Oh, I know how I felt about it. I felt that they underutilized her a lot. Like
So
she was barely existed in the movie.
yeah, she's basically she needed to be rescued. So they teased her power. Basically, in the comic book, she can fly. She has super speed. She's basically a Superman. She's strong enough to punch through reality. She's
That's pretty
invulnerable.
strong.
Yeah. So she might not be the strongest, but she could probably punch through a tank if she wanted to. She's more vocal. She's sassy. Like, she's not someone you want to mess with. Like, she wouldn't be running. She would be brawling front and center. In
Now,
this,
now
oh
you
sorry,
sorry to cut you off. And
no, it's
now
fine.
I know you've read the comics. Is she a disciple of Doctor Strange?
No, not at all. She
So, do you think that was an odd decision?
so it will so this is where the MCU is doing their own thing. She was supposed to be in Spider-Man as well. She was supposed to be the one doing the portals. Instead, they gave that to Ned. So they're just trying to figure out a way to get her into the MCU. It didn't work with Spider-Man, so let's put her in Doctor Strange. We need a multiverse like traveler. Maybe that's
Here's
what
the here's the thing. Doctor Strange can open portals, right? He can do all those cool things. He has opened up another dimension because we've seen it in Doctor Strange 1, where he opened up the dimension where Dormammu is. Why does he need her? What does she do that he can't summon himself?
I think so. Here's how it works. So there's our universe, and within our universe, there's dimensions stacked upon each other. This one is like a completely different universe with their own. So it's a multiverse within a multiverse. She's able to just freely go between them all, except in this movie, she sucks and she can't do that. So
Okay, that's what I'm getting at, right? Like she can, yes, I know she can travel through multiverse. What I'm saying is, if she sucks at her job, right? How do they end up traveling through the multiverses then? How does Doctor Strange think that? Like, I don't understand. Like, they didn't explain her, like, why Doctor Strange and her are together.
well, this is just an unfortunate circumstance where he's like, okay, I'm stranded with you. You're the only one who can get me home. You don't know how, so I'll just like pal around with you until you figure it out. That's how I took it.
Well, I'm talking about even the Defender Strange. I'm talking about that one. Like in the beginning when they're
Oh, that
together,
one, yeah,
right?
yeah.
In the together, if she doesn't know how to use her powers, or and how do they ended up in where the Book of Ashanti is, right?
What and what's weird is
And the other thing is,
he made his own pocket universe.
that's what that's exactly where I'm going with here. Thank you. This is what I'm saying. Why is she needed when the other Doctor Strange already figured out how to get into the book of? He made a door that literally opens up. Here it is, right?
So I
So
think this case, she fell into his world and was like, "Here's my problem. Like, I don't know how to control these powers, and these demons are trying to take it from me. Can you help me?" That's just my headcanon. So she's sticking around with him until they figured out how to help her.
it's interesting because she falls into his universe, and his as Doctor Strange, wouldn't he want to help her get back to her family? Wouldn't that be the priority? Instead, hey, I need kid, can you help me get this book of Ashanti? And the other thing is, Scarlet Witch, we find out that summons the Gargantuous to go get her. Why couldn't Scarlet Witch go get her?
That was her. So they did answer these things. Like Scarlet
Okay.
Witch was like, "I'm being nice." Well, that's not very nice because you destroyed like 3 city blocks with your stupid Shumagora. So I don't know what you mean you're being patient. Don't be ridiculous. Just go get her. But this is a setup.
Ah,
This was a setup for the plot. She would have did less collateral damage if she just went and magicked her into
exactly.
submission.
Like, you're being nice? No, no, no. You're being bad.
She's like, "I was being patient." No, you frustrated yourself because your goons didn't work. So now you're mad, and now you're just
Yeah.
going to go kill everyone left and right, aren't you? Yeah, that was kind of a weird plot device. They just needed to make her use a stupid decision to make the plot longer.
Speaking of stupidness, the writing is pretty stupid all over the place in a lot of the part of this movie. The scene where Doctor Strange goes to visit her in the field there with the apple orchard, the fake one that she's got set up, and he goes there and they talk about, and she right away immediately says, "Are you here about what happened?" And what was that place called again?
Oh, I know what you're talking about, but
So this is basically referencing the Wanda Vision TV show, and she's basically
oh, Westview.
yeah, Westview. Sorry, thank you. And she's like, "Oh, if you're here about that, I made things right." I'm sorry. How did you make things right?
She set them free, so she's fine. There, problem solved.
Oh,
It's
I
not.
mean, I've tortured them and tormented them for I don't know how long. They're probably going to have mental issues for the rest of their lives.
Yeah, but she said sorry.
And sorry, fixed everything. She's not even accountable, and she's not even like it's crazy. And Doctor Strange's like, yeah, you're right. You're good. You're good. You're one of us. I want to get you back on that lunchbox. I don't want her on a lunchbox. What's wrong with you? Like, I don't understand. Doctor Strange, ever since the first movie came out, has become dumber and dumber in every version that he's coming into it.
Yeah,
Like in Spider-Man No Way Home, he was a goofball half the time. It was, oh, oops, I made this spell. Oh no, then all things happen, and then I'm stuck in this little vortex, and I can't beat this kid with the spider suit. He's outsmarted me in every way, even though I'm a sorcerer supreme. And then in this movie again, he just the intelligence of Doctor Strange keeps going down. Like the situation where she's coming to attack Tama, what's it called? Tama, what's the name of the temple area?
oh, Kamertage.
Kamartaj, yeah. She's coming there to attack. This guy has the ability to portal anyone at any place. She's in the temple. Why is he not portaling her out of the temple somewhere else?
She's too. She just gets angrier and angrier. She's like Broly of the like Marvel universe. Like the angrier you make her, she's just gonna get some new Mary Sue magic power where she'll be able to teleport. So it's just a lost cause.
So she's she's too powerful like
My
that,
problem
right?
is the dialogue. So what? So you're like, so for example, you said he acknowledged she did all that bad stuff, but didn't care.
Didn't care. Like he just like, oh, okay, no problem. Like
They
he
could
didn't.
have they could have rewritten that like that. Him saying like nodding it off. He's like, I'm not here for that. Like they could have just rewritten that a different way.
What he should have said was, Wanda, what you did is wrong, and like leave it right there, and then she can be the evil because in this movie she is obviously evil, right?
Mhm.
And she could have played it off. Like then she goes and blames him. It's like, hey, you did the same thing with the what do you call it, Infinity Stone, and I'm like, how is that the same thing? Like
That's my
what?
problem with these type of movies where like you're a hypocrite.
Yeah,
No, he used the time. So when Mordo got mad at him in the first movie, like, would you have preferred Dormammu came and killed everyone? Like, what did you want him to do? Not use the time stone? That's stupid. Don't be an idiot.
yeah.
And same thing with this. It's like, oh, when you do it, you're praised the hero. It's like, yeah, because I saved lives. Like, you
They're
enslaved
not
them.
the
They're
same.
not the same
They're
thing.
not the same.
I literally saved lives.
They're not the
I'm sorry
same.
your husband died. Like she was mad because she had to
Oh, I'm gonna
go.
talk about that in a second too.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Go on. What are you saying?
No,
Finish your.
she's just mad about the whole Vision thing still.
Yeah. Speaking of Vision, so Vision is a real thing, like as real as you can get, right? He's a robot, but it's got feelings and stuff, and it's an actual character that she fell in love with and has a relationship with. She's obviously, devastated that he's gone. Why is she not looking for him at any point in the show or in the movie? Sorry. She's only going after Billy and Tommy that don't exist. Their imagination in her mind, but she's looking for them in other universes, but not Vision at all. At no point did she say, you know what, I want to find both my husband and my kids. So I found that really weird as well, because there's a Vision in another universe for sure.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm just wondering why she didn't care enough to look for him.
I don't know.
Right. I mean,
I think she's afraid because in WandaVision, Vision's the one who'd be like, "Hey, Wanda, you're kind of crazy right now, so maybe don't do that." So maybe she's afraid if she meets another Vision, he would do the same thing. Like she knows what she's doing is wrong, and she doesn't want the lecture. I don't know. Like once again, I have to headcanon this.
these are massive plot holes. These are
I mean, it's
massive.
not even plot holes. It's just bad writing. If you want these answers, these are very
Yeah.
logical questions to ask. Some people will say, "Be quiet and enjoy the ride," but I think I think it's okay to ask these kind of questions. Like, yeah, you were in love with Vision. You were so in love with him, you enslaved the town, and now you're not asking about him at all.
Right. These are questions that you ask because they're important questions. They're important characters. Vision's a big character. Like, it's not. It's just some tiny little character you toss aside. When they removed him out of the picture, I was kind of disappointed because I really liked Vision as a character.
Yeah.
Right. And the gentleman who plays Vision, he does a phenomenal job as well. Right. He makes me believe it's an android. Right.
How many
So
contracts does he have?
I don't know, to be honest with you.
Yeah, because there's still White Vision, so I figured they would. Oh, never mind. He has no contract now.
Okay, so that's why maybe. Do you think that because Sam Raimi wasn't able to make this their R-rated movie, it took away from the movie a little bit?
Not at all. I think so. We'll talk about the horror parts. There's certain scenes where Wanda like contorts her body. Like there's a scene where they try to trap her in the mirror, and she uses the reflections to escape. She breaks her body up, like she like comes out all like twisted.
Yo, that was some crazy shit. Yeah,
yeah. So I don't know. Like, I don't think it took away from it. I think they were still able to play with the idea that she's kind of creepy, like when she wants to be. These things are kind of creepy. Mm-hmm. You stabbed a giant eyeball and ripped it out of a demon's head. Like, it's PG-13, but it still got away with a lot of stuff that I didn't think they could. I know a lot of people want to see blood and guts, and it ruins movies for them when it's not in there. But this is a family movie.
Yeah, it's a really twisted family movie to go. Yeah, I mean, I just think that it would have been nicer to get a little bit more edge, but yes, money talks at the end of the day. They want to get more butts into seats in the theaters, and PG-13 is going to do it rather than R-rated.
Yeah.
So yeah, I get the economics of that, right? But Sam Raimi, what do you think of Sam Raimi as the director?
He's campy, and you saw that in the dialogue in this film. It reminded me of the old Spider-Man movies.
It was good to get him back. I think there was talks that there was a lot of reshoots done for this movie because the other director left, and then things had to be changed. I think Sam Raimi was a good choice. I didn't mind him directing this movie. We just discussed the script. I think that script is where the biggest problem with this movie has, and I think the pace was fine. What do you think of the pace?
It was fine. I know they cut out 40 minutes of the movie, so I was curious to see what they took out.
Maybe multiverse stuff. Yeah, all the multiverse scenes, right?
Yeah, I was okay with the pacing. I never was bored. The movie opened up with action, and it kept me kept me interested from the get-go. Because the first scene in the movie was basically an action one, and then the second one at the wedding was like, oh, a wedding scene. and then a big fight happens. Like, oh, this is cool, and he gets to do the thing I like, where he gets to suit up in front of bystanders, and they're all in awe while he gets to show off
Yeah,
his skills. I was
yeah,
like, okay, this is cool. I like this.
yeah. That's pretty cool. Okay, let's talk about the big spoiler stuff here. The Illuminati.
Yeah, so we have
Again, spoiler warning
spoilers,
for
spoilers,
anybody. Illuminati. We're gonna spoil it right now. So we've been
basically we
warning you.
have like what if characters. We have some newer characters. We'll just go out
Yeah,
rapid
let's
fire.
just name them. So we
So
have.
we have
Go ahead.
Sinister Strange.
Yeah.
From What If. I didn't know how they would use him. What the trailer did again is have like a fake trailer with fake dialogue. So they say things that never actually happens in the movie.
Yeah, yeah.
Like Wong blames Doctor Strange for this whole mess because of what happened in No Way Home. At no point in this movie does that happen. They don't acknowledge No Way Home, which means the spell worked accordingly. But as far as they're concerned, Doctor Strange didn't do anything bad, except in the grand scale of the multiverse, every Doctor Strange is just an awful person eventually. And
they all have breakups with Christine.
Yeah, and they all cause the end of the world. If you read the comics, what happens is there are things called incursions, where two universes from different multiverses take up the same space and phase into existence at the same point of time, and they wipe each other out. So what Doctor Strange did in the Illuminati's world is they defeated Thanos, but the way he used his magic caused an incursion, and it destroyed a completely different, like, universal Earth. So the Illuminati killed their version of Doctor Strange. They put a statue of him up saying, like, oh, he's the savior of the world. But
yeah. He sacrificed himself. Yeah.
But you got to see other characters like this. We got to see, I don't want to skip ahead too far, so I'm looking at this. The biggest one is when they came into the building, they mentioned the Baxter building. And I turned to Elvin and I'm like, oh my God. And he didn't do anything. And I was like, oh, what? And then the other person was Jess, and she wouldn't care. She doesn't know what that is.
It took me a few seconds to clue in. And then by the time I clued in, they were already talking about the room, right? They were in the room.
And you got to see this guy in suit.
Yes, sir.
And he was my fan cast.
I think a lot of people.
Yeah, I wanted him. And I want his wife to be Sue.
Yes.
Oh, Emily Blunt.
Yeah.
Like, I want her to be Sue. Hopefully they just do that. Like, that's just money in the bank. Just do that.
Just do it.
There was him. They did the What If Captain Carter.
Yeah.
His art was from Cypher Creations.
She was pretty jacked.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a lot of CGI, maybe.
Same actor. What's her name? Haley Atwell.
Yeah, Haley Atwell, yeah.
She did good. I didn't find a lot of other pictures, unfortunately, because this movie is brand new. So I couldn't get, like, we see Black Bolt.
Yes. Same gentleman that did the TV show.
Except now he doesn't talk because he's not supposed to. For anyone who doesn't know who Black Bolt is, he is an Inhuman, and his power is his voice basically wipes out existence. If he was to scream, it would just obliterate the planet. So most of his attacks are whispers, and he whispered, "I'm sorry" to his Doctor Strange, and he ceased to exist. Like, there's nothing left. So we got to see Black Bolt and another Captain Marvel. Everyone thought that was going to be an Iron Man.
But it's strange, right? We got the Ultron.
Yeah.
And then we didn't get any superior
Iron Man. We didn't get any superior Iron Man, which is a waste of opportunity.
Yeah, really, really strange. It would have been awesome if they did a Robert Downey Jr. cameo. Can you imagine that? People would just lose their mind.
They would lose their mind. That or Tom Cruise, because a lot of people, he was supposed to be casted in the 90s, but whatever.
I would have lost my mind if I saw Robert Downey Jr. Like, wow.
But so I'm glad they. So.
Well, then you forgot the leader of the Illuminati.
No, I'm not done yet.
Oh, okay.
I was going to ask you, because I skipped the last trailer. Did they show Reed and her in the trailer at all? Like the last final trailer?
No, they showed her, the shield.
Okay.
And then it showed more of the vehicle that Professor X rides.
So that was going to be the next one. Everyone guessed Charles was going to be at Professor X.
Oh, yeah. He was the big
giveaway. You heard his voice.
Yeah.
I don't get a picture of him, unfortunately, because once again, this is a brand new movie. But when he came on, they played the 90s X-Men theme.
Yes.
They committed to this cameo. I respect them for that, and I appreciate how they handled that cameo.
Yeah.
I don't know if I appreciate this version of the Avengers because they sucked. They were just cheeks, man. They just got ridiculously, and they were obnoxious too. So
Well, they weren't the Avengers; they're the Illuminati.
The Illuminati. Sorry, they're basically the Avengers. So America,
the best of the Avengers.
the best. America and Doctor Strange end up in their universe, and they were like, okay, let's go to basically that tower, and we'll find out what's going on, and we'll ask.
Do you remember me when they first arrived at the universe and they see all the gardens and everything? Do you remember me telling you that this reminds me of House of X?
Oh yeah. You're like, do you think that was
Krakoa with all the plants and all that stuff, right? It kind of reminded me of that.
But it's basically a utopia due to them, like protecting the world. And Mordo is back, which answers the question of like, I thought Mordo would have been our version of Mordo, the 616 one, like the one from the previous movies, but no, it's just an alternate reality one, and he didn't really do any magic, so I guess he swore it off.
Well, he had the magic blade that he used, right?
He's kind of lame still. I like him. Like I like
the actor's great. Yeah, the actor does a good job. Yeah, he was good.
So they basically detain Doctor Strange in America, and they're like, "You caused too much trouble." The problem.
Well, Doctor Strange not in America, with America.
With America, yeah.
By the way, I giggled every time they did that. Save America. What does America do?
Refer to her as Chavez.
Oh man.
And of course, Wanda tracks them down here, which led to another fight scene. What did you think of this one?
Okay, so I want to talk about the fight scene here because it's really perplexing to me. So she, with her mind, shuts off Black Bolt, which is, like you just mentioned, one of the most powerful characters in that group. And she basically rendered him useless in seconds with just her mind. She does the same thing with Reed Richards, makes him to a spaghetti and then blows him up. But then she decides to just turn it all off and try to do combat fighting with Captain Carter.
With everyone else.
That's why.
I'm sad we didn't get to see more of Reed fighting.
Oh yeah,
that would have been cool, especially with someone with. I guess it wasn't in the $1 million budget, but before he even throws a punch, like you see a slight stretch of his arm, and then she just spaghettis him. And I have no idea why. I don't know why she did hand-to-hand combat.
Why risk yourself getting killed on a hand-to-hand combat? Clearly, because obviously she doesn't know how to fight. Like she's never been a fighter. She wields magic, right? And I don't understand why she wants to risk that with. And what did Matthew say here? And Black Bolt's death was the best.
So spoilers again. She like Elvin said, she uses her mind for this. She doesn't even touch him. She removes his mouth, so he has no mouth. So when he tries to speak, his head explodes. And I thought that was cool.
Yeah, the killing was brutal and awesome, right? But it just like, I mean, I don't understand. Like you could easily pick them off one at a time. Like Carter, you could just, had her throw the shield back at her face and kill herself, right? And then with Captain Marvel, same thing. Like you could have used a binary force against her from inside and blow her up. Like she could do so many things easily with her mind, but she decides to revert to physical combat.
I was willing to forgive Captain Marvel because she's basically a living Infinity Stone. Same with Wanda. So like, okay, maybe their powers don't work against each other. Maybe that was just
fair enough. Yeah, you can have the two fighting.
But Captain Carter, you tried to throw down with her. In the end, you had to do exactly what Elvin said you should have did from the start. She threw her shield at her and split her in two.
Yeah, it's just weird. Like, why risk yourself with all the powers that you have, right? It doesn't make any sense. So yeah, I mean, she throws down, she puts up a good fight. There was a statue. Somebody asked me this question. I tried to pay attention the second time around when I watched the movie. There was a statue that Captain Marvel has fallen on her. Do you know what that statue is? I don't know what it is.
I can't remember. I'll have to check tomorrow.
It's a female character with a skirt. It looks like an Amazonian type of warrior skirt, like almost like Wonder Woman. But I tried to make out what it was. I was trying to focus on it, and I just couldn't figure out what it was. It's probably an homage to one of their fallen superheroes, but I couldn't figure out who it was. And then we have the other battle, the final battle with Professor X. By the way, I did like the effects they use when he's like talking about his mind or using his mind. I really like that echoing effect. That's pretty cool. At no point did they ever do that with the Fox movies. I don't know why.
No.
Like, no, let's never show those things, because we'll just use our imagination. So he goes into this little white void, which is very clean and very bright. And there's a rubble there and was trying to pull Wanda, the real Wanda, out of there. And red cloud comes, mist comes, and sort of like goes. That was like jump scare. That's Sam Raimi read his best right there. Jump scare, right? And it twists his head, crack.
Oh yeah,
And,
like that was brutal.
yeah, that's pretty brutal. Quick question. So she comes into a universe with another Wanda there.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't that Wanda have powers as well?
You would think so. You would think so.
Do they not repel each other? Right? Like, how is she able to quickly able to take over?
This one sucks. Maybe she was too docile because she has kids.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
But you'd figure that have the mama bear instincts to fight.
I want to ask you another question here. And you're probably going to hate me for this because you don't like answering my questions, probably.
No, I like them. They're fun.
Okay. She goes and looks for the kids, right? And she has an infinite universes to look for these kids. Wasn't there a universe where Tommy, is it Billy and Tommy?
Billy and Tommy, yeah.
Isn't there a universe she could find where they're orphans?
I thought the same thing. Like, there's got to be an orphan universe.
Why snatch him from the hands of already another Wanda and a happy family? Why not find one that is, lonely? They need Wanda died and they need their mom.
And basically, for anyone listening, Wanda wanted Chavez to steal her power.
Yeah.
Not to use her to open portals. And in the movie they mentioned why don't you just kidnap her and force her to do it? And it's because what if they get sick and I need to go to a universe where they have medicine? So she just got greedy. She wants to siphon off the multiverse traveling powers for her own good.
Okay, so she didn't even use Chavez to go to that world, right?
The body's temporary.
So she was able to travel these worlds to go there, right?
Yeah, she had the body hop, and apparently it doesn't last long.
Yeah, so she needed something to permanently send her there.
Yeah.
Okay, the other thing I was going to ask you was, what do you think about the way it ended? Is this such a weird ending?
It was a weird ending.
Crumbles down.
So America figures out how to use her powers and she tries to fight Wanda. Did you like that part? It was a whatever. She threw some punches. It wasn't comic book.
She got her licks in, Yeah. Good for you, young chap. You got your licks in there.
I figured this would happen. Basically, what happens is Wanda scares the kids, and then she's like, "Oh, this didn't work the way I thought it would." So it's no.
Who knew that was going to be happening?
I'm I wouldn't hurt you. I wouldn't hurt anyone except yourself, your counterpart self, and then all the people you killed, and then all the people you killed on the street in the film earlier. So what has happened is she's using the Darkhold. It's an evil black magic book.
Chthon, right?
Yeah.
And they did mention Avatar. They did mention Chthon.
Yeah. Or Chthon. I don't know how to pronounce it.
I don't know. I'm going to say Chthon. Until I'm corrected, I'm going to keep saying Chthon.
Just keep doing it that way. So, she was possessed by the book. It wasn't her fault. It's kind of like the One Ring where you're just tempted by it. And unfortunately, Doctor Strange also in different universes has used this book as well. The Sinister Doctor Strange has used it. Our version of Doctor Strange needed it, so he uses it, and he's tainted by it a little bit, I suppose.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. Okay, so let me ask you this. We have her, getting corrupted by Chthon, and she, is basically recognizing that this is taking a hold of her more. She crumbles the whole building to herself. We know that unless you see the body, they're not really dead. That's the rule, right? If you don't see the body, they're not dead. She's gonna come back at some capacity down the road. Do you want her to come back? I don't know. I think this movie really made me not like her as a character. She's too powerful.
She got redemption arcs in the comic. I don't know why anyone would trust her. Like even in X-Men, they're like, get off the island, like you're not allowed here. Like no one likes her. Like in the current X-Men, like every time she shows up on Krakoa, they're like, okay, like why is the Pretender here? Like,
Yeah, get out of here.
yeah. So it could be a good fall from grace story and then rise back to fame kind of story in regards to her character arc. But I don't know what she would fight. She would need to
Are you
fight.
disappointed that we didn't see Chthon?
No, I don't care. We saw his little henchman things, his little lapdog demons.
For me, I thought
That would have
for
been
me,
a cool fight.
like for me, I would have loved to see Chthon come into the universe so it could show how much control he has and power he has,
Mhm.
that he's able to control someone as powerful as Scarlet Witch to do his bidding, right? And that also doesn't make her look like completely like a douchebag.
Yeah.
And, right? It shows that she was heavily influenced by this, sinister, crazy villain, right? And I think that would have made it more, for me, at least, compelling ending to see that fight at the end where Doctor Strange has to go and push this demon back into its place. And to me, that would have been a good ending.
Oh, okay. Like I was trying to figure out how they could do it where it didn't feel like it like was shoehorned in.
Yeah,
like, we got like a hint of him, like
trying to break through into this realm.
Yeah,
right. Sort of like Dormammu was trying to break through, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't have minded that, but whatever. I expected Wanda to go bad eventually.
Mm-hmm.
I just didn't know what the reason would be.
Okay, so the Wanda that has the real kids, right? Who's the father?
It's probably Vision still, maybe, I don't know, or she magicked it up.
No, but they're real. They're not magic. They're real.
Yeah, but like
Somebody's got to be the father. It can't be Vision because Vision's not real. He's not a human.
I don't know, man.
Right? Like, I want to know this question. Like, who is the father? Who's your father?
Unless this is a Wanda that figured out how to make them real and just sucks at fighting. Like that's where all her power went. Maybe she used her power to like make them real. I have no idea. Like I don't know. Once again, that's a very good question, but you just got.
I would have loved to see a hint of a dad show up.
Yeah,
surprise me.
This could be a universe where Vision was a real man.
Hey,
and Wanda's
if
powerless.
Pinocchio could be a real boy, so
Yeah.
can Vision, right? Yes. See, those kind of things would make this movie so much better, in my opinion. These giant gaps where you're trying to figure out, okay, how does she do this, or why is she doing this, or why is she not doing that? If these questions come out and they're not answered in any way, then to me it's not a great movie. It should be able, like, that's the problem when you deal with multiverse and time traveling. It's you got a lot of these to answer, right? That's why you love those movies so much, right?
Yeah. And when they only have a short space of time to do these things, like, okay, we got to rush this. We don't have time to answer questions. Just keep this roller coaster going. That's usually what happens.
This movie was how long? 2 hours?
2 hours.
Do you think you would have been okay with another 20 minutes?
I would have been okay with another 40 minutes.
There you go. Right? If Batman could do it for 3 hours, I mean, I did say it is a long movie.
Yeah. But this one was filled with action as well. So that would have went by fast, Matt.
Yeah, you didn't see that coming, huh? All right. What else? Anything else you want to discuss about this?
It was just one fight scene after another, basically, and cameos, but not a lot of cameos. They're spaced out. Like the Sinister Strange fight. Did you like that? Did you even care? Oh, people were expected to see zombie, like a zombie universe. Mm-hmm. But what happened is Doctor Strange
dead corpse.
His dead corpse.
That was totally Sam Raimi. You know he wanted to do that so badly.
Yeah. So the zombie wasn't really a zombie. It was just a Weekend at Bernie's situation that Doctor Strange needed to pull off. So
I didn't mind it at all. I thought that was
I liked the effect of that. Like the he makes like wings out of like specters.
Oh man, that's crazy.
Clawing arms. It's like, oh, this guy's gonna be a cool bad guy. Nope, he's just like a good guy.
The visuals for this movie, the CGI for this movie was phenomenal. I really, really enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
Right, I thought it was crazy good. So for me, from the visuals, it's a home run for me on that aspect. What about Wong? We didn't even talk about Wong, the Sorcerer Supreme that you're supposed to bow to every time.
I liked him. I thought he'd be more stern in this movie. Like I was expecting the Wong to be like, "You did this. This is all your fault. Now the world's ending," and blah 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 blah. No, we didn't get that. Like he was cool. Anytime, like I like seeing him.
I'm gonna wait until home video. Home video? You don't get a home videos anymore. You mean your streaming, your favorite streaming platform, which happens to be Disney for this one.
Yeah.
Your favorite streaming platform. Or you can get it on Blu-ray. Yes.
Do you like Wong being Sorcerer Supreme?
Yeah, I don't mind it.
Like it doesn't bother you in any way? No.
I mean,
he's cool.
Yeah, he does the job, whatever, right? I mean, eventually they're gonna have to give it to Doctor Strange, I think, right?
Yeah.
So we'll see how long that ride lasts. Well, I'm interested in seeing America Chavez develop more. I want to see more of her, and I would have loved to see her find her parents. I would have really loved to see that. That would have been cool. But maybe that's for another movie down the road. Who knows, right?
In the book, she's just straight up adopted. Like it took forever to. And some of her life's just a big mystery still. So I'm not going to spoil it, but it would have been cool. I'm surprised they touched up on her history. Like she said it, or they showed a flashback, and she comes from a place called I think it's called the Parallel Utopia, where only women exist. Mm-hmm. And what happened is another demon came and tried to like get to their universe, and it caused a bunch of black holes opening on their world. So her moms closed the black hole, but they got scattered throughout the universe. So,
and Doctor Strange does say an interesting thing, that every time you open a portal, you actually don't send people in the wrong place. You send them at the right place.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm assuming that their parents are fine, and it's only a matter of her finding them, right?
Yeah. We'll see if they even bothered. See, the thing with Marvel is me and you like predict all these things, but does Marvel care enough to continue on this story?
Well, I mean, I would like to see her have at least a closure.
Yeah.
Right.
But that's the thing. We don't get a lot of closure.
Like, I feel bad for her. Like, she lost her parents.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's crazy. Like, it's a kid that lost her parents. That's pretty mean of Marvel not to let her have any closure.
In universe, yeah, I want that to happen. But then outside, it's like, how many contracts did you get again? 2?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, we're not going to see your ending. Like,
it's not happening.
Yeah.
Are they setting up the Young Avengers, and do you care?
No, because they're all stupid kids. So.
But they're gonna do it. You know they're gonna do it. They need to make money. It's all about money. And me and you're gonna watch.
I think it'd be a TV show. I think it'd be a TV show.
You think it's a TV show? You don't think it's gonna be a movie?
No. Those kids can't pull a 2-hour movie.
Let's have a wager.
Yeah, okay.
If it's a TV show, I'll buy you dinner. If it's a movie, you buy me dinner.
Okay, that's fair.
All right, cool.
There's no way those
bumbling buffoons are gonna get. I'm thinking it's gonna be a Young Avengers movie. The Wrath of Khan. Okay.
Cowabunga Dude. Did you not like the first movie, Cowabunga Dude?
I just rewatched Infinity War tonight. That's the only movie I liked. Doctor Strange in so far. I liked Doctor Strange, the first one. It wasn't that bad. It wasn't great, but it was still pretty decent.
I love that movie.
It was very true to the comics of how he became Doctor Strange somewhat.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I mean, the accident is the most important thing. If they didn't have that down pat, I would have been pissed off.
Yeah.
So they got that right. And then him searching for, the
Kamar-Taj.
Yeah, Kamar-Taj. And then finding the one,
the
ancient one. Why do I not remember that?
I don't know. That's why you pay me the big bucks.
Yeah, money. Make it rain.
I don't know how I felt. So what they did in the Marvel as a whole, they made all these like items and relics, Infinity Stones, and that kind of bothers me. Like the Eye of Agamotto, like that wasn't a time stone. That was an ancient like relic.
Yeah.
So now that the time stone's gone, why does he still? What is that? What does that thing do now? Before it was literally just a holder.
It's the wink of Agamotto now.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, maybe because he's using it in this movie. It's like, oh, we're gonna see, like, we're gonna get
he does one of these, one of these, and does rock paper scissors.
Yeah,
right?
I was like, what does it do? What does this thing do?
Yeah, I don't know.
But funny enough, so I guess we'll skip ahead to the post credits
Yeah,
because there's
let's
not
talk about
much
the
to
post
that.
credits.
So this
Well,
kind of is one like it ends,
yeah,
and then he's like having a nice, fantastic day. He's moving on with his
he's
life.
like Mr. Rogers, right?
Yeah, he puts on his sweater, and then he gets this migraine,
Oh
screams
man,
in agony, and then he gets
rock and
back up.
roll guitar
Yeah, the
solo.
rock and roll riffs, the guitar riffs. That I like too in the movie. Just like, what the hell is this? Every time they played that sweet metal riff. But yeah, he pulls his head up and he has like a third eye in his forehead.
So that's the Eye of Agamotto now.
Yeah, so they just did it their own way. But like, okay, I guess the Darkhold gave him this, and you don't actually see what it does. So as far as we can tell, it's just a side effect of evilness
Yeah, he's getting more evil because he had the book, right?
for like 10 seconds.
Yeah.
And he destroyed it.
Yeah.
Wanted to destroy them all.
We're gonna find out, D. Don't
Okay,
worry.
man. It's going to be bothering me.
I know it's gonna be bothering you.
But then after that, we get another post-credit scene, and this woman shows up.
Oh, sweet Jesus, I love Charlize Theron. Oh my god.
I don't remember what she even says. She basically says we need to save the multiverse. And
She goes, Doctor, you've caused another incursion. And then she goes, slash, 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 like Zorro, and opens up a dimension. And I swear that looks like Dormammu's dimension.
it did. It looked like
I swear.
Dark Dimension, didn't it?
Yeah.
But we'll see. And it turns out that it's Clea, and in the comic, she is his wife eventually. And well, I don't want to talk about her because I don't want to spoil things. She shows up more in the Death of Doctor Strange, which isn't a spoiler because that's literally the title of the story arc. So
Are we gonna get her taking over
in the movies?
Is Benedict gonna call it a day after one more movie?
I don't know. I hope
and then
not.
she's gonna be the new Doctor Strange.
I hope not.
I think I have a weird feeling that's what's gonna happen.
I like Benedict.
Yeah, but I don't think he wants to sign another 7-movie deal.
True.
So maybe Charlize Theron is signing a 7-movie deal, and she's gonna replace.
Maybe.
Matt goes, she's the Sorcerer Supreme in the Dormammu universe. Yeah, maybe. But I just have this weird, eerie feeling that she's going to be the new Doctor Strange or the version going forward after his contract supposedly runs out.
Okay, good. Benedict.
Where are you getting your sources from, my friend? I want to know that. Customs Man met you. It better not be from the National Enquirer. It's probably from TMZ. I hope he does because I honestly love Benedict Cumberbatch. I think he's an awesome actor.
She's not Dormammu's. Matt said she's Dormammu's daughter. She's from the Dark Dimension, but she's not Dormammu's daughter. I think it's Ordy or something. I forgot his name.
So she's like Silver Surfer to Dormammu.
She's
the Herald.
No, they just like reside in the same dimension, but she's royalty.
Who is she royalty of? Dormammu?
No, like there's Prince Orini, there's Olnar.
I'm sorry, say that again.
Orini, like Orini.
Okay, this just got weird.
I don't.
It just got strange.
The fault line is the realm that Dormammu's from, and they don't have physical bodies. Like it's just the whole thing. Like yeah, this will take forever to describe. Anyways,
what did you think of her costume? This was a little out there, right?
It looked ridiculous to me.
I was just like, what is she wearing? How is this gonna? How is to take someone like that serious?
That's what happens when people are like, "Oh, I want like super cool comic book costumes." That's what you're gonna get. I want a comic accurate Wolverine. You're gonna get him in yellow spandex, not body armor, not leather. Yeah. You're gonna get him in spandex. So technically, she's dressed like a comic book character. It's like, I don't know, like that's what they would look like.
Fair enough. I mean, oh man, that's a nice cliffhanger they left us off with, right? And when are we going to see this? It's going to be like another 5 years before we see this,
right?
I don't know. Well, that end scene, credit scene was worth it. The other end credit scene, which is way at the very end, where all the credits roll, was a complete waste of my time. How about you?
Yeah.
Complete waste. Do we you want to mention it?
In the beginning of the film, Doctor Strange makes Bruce Campbell punch himself in the face, and then the end credit scene was him like finishing his final punch. And that was it. So I don't know. I don't know what to say about that.
I was so disappointed.
Yeah.
I was like, what? Like, this is stupid. Whatever. People had a good laugh. I guess that's the whole point of it. Can't take it so serious. All right. What do you give this movie out of 10?
See, despite all the gripes I had, I still enjoyed it. I was just laying out all the like nonsense.
Are you enjoying it because at this point you're so in love with Marvel?
No, because I still disliked a lot of choices they've made. Like I absolutely despise Iron Man 3. I hate Thor 2. Thor 1 I found absolutely boring, but I like him as a character. I wouldn't say I'm a Marvel fanboy because I do acknowledge some of the flaws they have. I hate what they did with Spider-Man's school, like his side characters. I hate.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. That's why they rebooted all of this, right? I'm not a fan of the direction they went with Spider-Man, giving him all the stuff that he basically got spoiled by Tony, and now they're rebooting the whole thing again. I don't know if that's Sony or
Yeah.
um,
I don't like how they handled the end of No Way Home. I mean, I like the situation they put him in, but it's like, okay, perfect. He's where I want him to be, and then they went and then just overshot it. Like, oh god, okay. Now he has no one. A big part of his life is like he's supposed to have his friends and family. Like,
yeah.
That's a different movie.
There's no Aunt May. There's no MJ. There's nobody.
He's absolutely
a loner.
by himself. Yeah,
he's a loner man. Not a Spider-Man. He's a loner man.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm getting a little worried about MCU.
So I don't know. It's not really a reboot. I don't know what they're doing in Sony's version.
I don't want to talk about that.
So that might be a reboot. I don't know what that is.
That could be whatever they want. I don't. I have zero interest in that. Okay, what would you give it out of 10?
I still liked it. I liked it a lot. I'm giving it an 8.
Okay, fair enough. I'm giving it an 8.
But I liked it for mindless fun. I'm not saying this is a very.
So is that an 8 then? How's mindless fun an 8?
Because that's what I wanted. That's what I wanted.
You wanted mindless fun.
I needed.
So 80% of what you look in a movie is mindless fun.
This time, yeah, I needed that for a Doctor Strange. I wanted to see magic. I wanted to see magic fighting.
Mm-hmm.
I got that. I wanted entertainment. I got that. There's some little campiness that I didn't like. I didn't absolutely hate
the plot. You love the plot.
I didn't hate it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't ask you if you hated it. I'm asking you, is it worth 80% of your score?
Everything combined, yes.
Okay.
But if you're like, is this plot cool? Like, I can't see this movie. I can listen to it, or if I had to just read it, it's kind of like, yeah, I don't hate it.
Fair enough. Okay. You're gonna see it again, right? I believe
tomorrow.
Maybe let me know what you feel about it after seeing it, because
I like it again.
Like I was telling you, I watched it twice, and my second time watching it, I was able to see more clearly some of the things, and it gave me more of a better perspective on what I thought, or originally, what the movie was. Yeah. So seeing it twice in the theaters, I'm gonna have to give this movie a 7 out of 10, and that's being generous. See what I did there? Hashtag dad jokes. Don't you go anywhere. So I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. I thought the writing was not good. I thought the characters, the actors are great. They did what they could with the script they were given. I think the handling of Scarlet Witch was poor, especially the ending. I thought the lack of using America Chavez in the movie was not good. Overall, I just think there wasn't a great movie. And if you're gonna call it the multiverse of madness, give me more multiverse. Don't just give me one place where they show up. Show me a couple places. I know what people are saying. Well, what do you want? 30 seconds or a minute of every universe? That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, show me more than one place that they travel to for more than a second. Give me something else. If you gave me 2, I would have been okay with. 3, great, fantastic. I wanted to see more cameos, right?
I didn't really feel there was impending doom because they did throw the word incursion around, like, "Hey, you're causing an
Oh, they
incursion,"
made sure they threw that word around.
and I'm like, it doesn't feel like you caused an incursion. I'm not really worried about that. That's like taking a back seat to the America Chavez stuff. Um,
Even the incursion that has happening in the one that he goes to, that's not even done by him. That's done by the other Doctor Strange
yeah.
there. So what
I was like,
incursion?
this doesn't seem so bad. This is cool. Just everything's all floaty and black. It's fine.
Yeah. So I give it a 7 out of 10.
Yeah.
I am a bit disappointed. Not like you said, it was fun, and I agree with you. Is turn off your brain, go have some popcorn, watch some fun, and come out with that.
See, for me, that's what, like, listen to my words instead of the number. I'm
Yeah.
giving it an 8 because that's what I wanted this week.
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
liked what they did. I liked the characters. The story, I didn't mind. I liked the story because it was straightforward and it led Doctor Strange to get into this adventure where he could show off his magic. Like, there's a reason I like the situations that he was in. For me, that's an 8. But if anything I said sounds stupid to you, don't be like, this isn't an 8, this is a 7.5. I'm like, okay, fine, you can have your 0.5, but did what I say make sense to you? Yes, we agree on that. Fine. Like I'm not a reviewer. This is just personal preference. This is just what I want. Yeah,
and yeah, we're both just movie fans, superhero fans first, and yeah, I give it a 7 out of 10, and I honestly, that's how I feel about it. I couldn't give it any higher, and I couldn't give it any lower. The 7 just felt right for me to give that score based on everything, and even the questions that I asked. Like, there are questions I asked that we couldn't answer, we couldn't figure it out, you couldn't figure it out, and so yeah, my conclusion
it's
is
shallow. It's a shallow film. Is that accurate to say?
Yeah,
the trailers made it appear to be more than it would be, and instead it was just very.
Whoever did the editing for the trailers, give them a raise because they
brought
in a lot of people into the theaters with that trailer. Yeah, they did a good job on editing that one. But yeah, 7 out of 10, and you give it 8 out of 10. Fair enough.
It felt like a Saturday morning cartoon to me. That's what I wanted.
Minus I would have loved to see Hugh Jackman.
That would have been cool, right?
But it's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
Maybe a cartoon version would have been awesome. All right. Is there anything else you want to add before we kind of sign off here on episode 67?
I think that covers it. We were wondering if 2 topics would be enough, and here we are, an hour
and
almost 40
I know,
minutes
right? Well, it was a lot to get into, and I'm
Yeah.
glad we did that. And for those of you joined us, we appreciate you guys coming on and asking us questions. Big shout out to everybody on the chat there. Thank you so much. If you're listening to us and you're wondering where we are, you can go to Astonishing NR. We're available on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram. We're all over the place. Come say hi to us. And if you are listening to us, come and subscribe on our YouTube channel and watch us. Break it down on every Monday night at 8:30 Pacific time, 8:30 p.m. Pacific time, where we break down all things awesome in the pop culture world. So, with that being said, wherever you're on in the world or the universe, have yourself a good morning, a good day, and a good night. Take care, everybody, and see you in the multiverse.